Hi, I'm Arnetta from Lansing, Michigan, here to make you my version of grits pie. This is a traditional southern dish, and yes, I said grits pie, the hot cereal you usually eat for breakfast. You're going to start by making a serving for one. Follow directions on the box for one serving of quick grits, and it's 1 cup of boiling water, and you want it to boil, and then 1/4 cup of grits, and you're going to stir briskly until the grits are done. And I've already got that here for you. And so we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of butter. We have 1/4 cup of milk, and I'm going to get that all blended in. You want to blend it well. Okay, then I have 2½ teaspoons of flour, and that's going to give it a little thickness to our pie. And I have 1 cup of brown sugar. So let's get that mixed in as well. All right, and then you're going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and I'm going to measure about a capful, but it's 2 teaspoons. And make sure you use a really good vanilla, because that can make or break your dessert or the dish that you're preparing. So I'm using 2 capfuls, but you want 2 teaspoonfuls of a good vanilla. And then you're going to want 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then I'm just eyeballing it, but it's 1 teaspoon. Okay. You're going to come in here and mix all that together again. Now these grits, when you cook them, are going to be really hot. We have 2 eggs to add. And what a good way to add eggs to a hot mixture that you need when you're baking is called tempering. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and whisk the eggs together. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the mixture, because it's still hot. Because if you put it in right now with the hot mixture, you're going to have scrambled eggs. And you don't want to have scrambled eggs. And if it does happen, just start over with your batch, okay? But I'm going to just take a little bit of our mixture that we have and add it into the eggs and mix it really quick. And what this is doing is adding the hot to the eggs. So when I add the eggs into the mixture, you're going to be able to, it won't scramble. And even when I add it, I want you to mix really fast to get those eggs incorporated. So I'm going to do it at the same time, get the blender going and the eggs going so I can whip it all in. So just pour it in just like that and mix. Okay, now the grits pie isn't a new pie, but what I'm adding to it is the brown sugar, and then you're gonna one of the last things you're gonna add is 8 ounces of cream cheese. So you're just gonna add the cream cheese right into there, and this has to be a little bit soft. Don't want it too hard, just a little bit of softness to it. Add it right into there, and we're gonna cream it in with the rest of it. Get all the lumps of the cream cheese out. Just keep mixing it until it's all blended together. You want it to be smooth, so when it bakes smooth with no lumps. Alright, I'm still going to do some more mixing, but I want to come in here and add my last ingredient, and this is just a dash of nutmeg. And I just have some fresh nutmeg that I've been using. I'm going to take some on this grater and just grate some in. So about a teaspoon. But again, I'm eyeballing it. And if you don't have fresh nutmeg, you can use the ground nutmeg. And then I'm doing it at the end. And I'm going to blend it all in. Okay, everything's mixed together. Set that to the side. Come in with a spatula and just make sure everything's well incorporated. Now, the one thing I'm going to do, this is just a regular deep dish pie crust. I lined the cookie sheet with foil, because if it has spillage, it's easy cleanup. But one thing I'm going to do with this pie crust before I put the filling in is I'm going to take the cinnamon and sprinkle the pie crust with the cinnamon. You want to sprinkle the bottom and a little bit of the sides. So when it browns, when it cooks, as it browns, it may be a little darker on the spots where their cinnamon is, but that's okay because the cinnamon is baking into that crust. And this just gives your crust a little bit more flavor. So the filling is delicious and the crust is delicious. So all parts of the pie are delicious. So just take your mixture and fill in your pie crust. Just like that. And this is going to bake in the oven preheated to 350 for 45 minutes. And you want to cook it no longer than 45 minutes. And you're going to take it out and let it cool. So I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to show you what it looks like after it's baked for 45 minutes. This pie is creamy. It won't taste like a traditional breakfast cereal anymore once you add all this love to it. So I'm going to slice some and take a little slice for you and taste it for you. Okay. And once you take it out the oven before you serve it, you do want to let it cool before you cut into it. We're going to cut into this one. This was just done not too long ago. So I'm breaking the rules already. And that first slice always is the most difficult one. But there's a tip for that also. Okay, I'm going to try this crust too with the cinnamon in there. So I'm going to come in here with my spoon and taste this delicious grits pie. It's still warm, so you get that custard taste. That nutmeg and cinnamon is layered throughout it. Even the crust, because I added cinnamon, the crust has an extra nice spicy taste to it. And if you can look at it, it's just really creamy and delicious through and through. And this is a dessert that you deserve to treat to yourself. So enjoy your grits pie.